Now, Uganda National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, and the Uganda Manufacturers Association and the Private Sector Foundation of Uganda recently organized a private sector dialogue to explore and leverage opportunities presented by the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. The event, held in Kampala under the theme Accelerating Uganda's Preparedness to Participate in the African Continental Free Trade Area, brought together key stakeholders to discuss strategies for tapping into the vast potential of the African market.
Continental trade currently accounts for only about 18% of the regional total trade, lagging significantly behind other continents. In comparison, Asia and Europe boast intra-regional trade figures of approximately 59% and 69% respectively. With the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which creates a single market for goods and services across 54 African countries, there is tremendous opportunity for African nations to boost their economic growth by increasing the trade within the continent.
And first of all, we are living in a time of uncertainty. And the last year, 2021-2022, UNDP authored a report, a human development report, which talked about the era of uncertainty. And we see uncertainties as a result of COVID. We see uncertainties as a result of war. We see uncertainties as a result of climate crisis. And we have seen human development retrogress 2 years in a row in the last 30 years that we haven't seen before. So what does it mean for us?
During this private sector dialogue, various strategies were proposed to help Uganda maximize benefits from this trade agreement. And these strategies include enhancing productive capacities, improving infrastructure, digital connectivity, strengthening trade facilitation, promoting small and medium enterprises, among others. This will not only stimulate economic growth, but also create employment opportunities, reduce poverty, and improve the standard of living for its citizens.
When I said to people that in Uganda we're all SMEs, people say, no, you're not all SMEs. My view, we're all SMEs. Unless you're talking about the multinationals, where we don't belong. But if you're talking about the base of our economy, the base of the economies in the West African countries, it's the SMEs that actually support our economies.
Several factors have influenced the challenges faced by Africa in enhancing intra-regional trade. These include inadequate infrastructure, trade barriers, bureaucratic red tape, and the limited access to finance for businesses.
We've now been to almost all the countries around us. We've been to the DRC, we've been to South Sudan, we've been to South Africa, we've been to Burundi, we hosted the president of Tanzania. Significant strides have been made in accessing some of that data.
The greatest opportunity that we seem not to have already touched, and that is to basically be able to export the excess capacity of teachers that we have.
Copper comes from Zambia. It's exported unprocessed to Ukraine. Ukraine processes the copper and is exported back to Southern Africa. And that is why the partnership with Afreximbank is so critical, because the productive capacity has to be financed by somebody.
The private sector dialogue served as a platform for key stakeholders to collaborate. With a focused approach and concerted efforts, Uganda stands a chance to reap big the benefits of increased intra-African trade and drive sustainable economic development. Wadulo Mark Arnold for UBC News in Kampala.